So we're taking a little break from theme parks today, doing a bit of sightseeing, a bit of local sightseeing. So we were still in Essen. This is Villa Hugo. Don't really know much about it other than it's a kind of stately home-looking place. It's €5 per person to get in. You pay that on the gate, and then you can and you just park up kind of over there, so really quite close to the house. At the moment, obviously we're still in kind of COVID times, so you can walk around the gardens without a face mask, but as soon as you go inside you need to wear a face mask. Luckily we bought some, because you don't really need to wear them at all in the UK anymore. But yeah, it's a really nice place. Birds singing in the trees.
Have you told them about the trackless dark ride? Yeah.
No, I haven't mentioned that. I was going to keep that.
Sorry.
Spoiled it. No. Nice work, Tom. Yeah, it's really quite tranquil around here. And we're going to do this and then see how long this takes us, then go somewhere else, and then after that somewhere else, maybe see how the day takes us before we head off to the Netherlands for Efteling tomorrow. So this, where is it? Get my hand in it. There you go. That's a big old propeller for the Schnelldampfer Europa, which is a big, I guess, steamship from back in the 1930s and 40s, created by the Krupp company of the now joined with Thyssen, so become ThyssenKrupp. They're based in Essen. They make lifts. That's probably what you may well know them for famously. But yeah, this looks like here is a statue of Mr. Alfred Krupp. I guess maybe he was the founder of the company. I don't actually know much about Thyssen. About Krupp, the company before ThyssenKrupp. Yeah, it's a kind of cool statue. So yeah, this whole estate would have once belonged to the Krupp family, and now it's just a tourist attraction that you can kind of wander around, and there's statues and buildings and kind of
a tourist attraction. It's probably an Airbnb. We just wouldn't have seen it because we filtered out anything that cost more than 80 quid a night.
That is true, we did do that. I don't imagine it's an Airbnb. Can't imagine they're on Airbnb. Maybe on booking.com. I'd imagine they'd just sell it through their own website rather than through Airbnb. But yeah, another cool building. This is out on the grounds.
Pretty sure that's the Shang-Chi logo up there on that flag, Josh. I'm good at this culture stuff, me.
Yeah. That, I don't know if you know, everyone, on that flag, you might have seen it in a lift, in an elevator, is the logo of ThyssenKrupp these days. Yeah. And then this building here is the Alfred Krupp von Bohlen und Halbach Stiftung, which I don't know what that means. I'll have to Google Translate it. So Stiftung means foundation, so this is the Alfred Krupp von Bohlen and Halbach Foundation building. Where is he going? Nobody knows. Not even he knows. He's just gone for a wander. Oh, it looks like he might have found a half decent shot that he likes. Off the plane. Loves it in the wild. This area here looks like it used to once be a garden with some sort of quite nice pathing around, and some very kind of intricate, simple but intricate channels for all of the water in when it rains. Going to these sort of gullies down here, and then while those ones run off here, this one goes along top to catch it, and then go down there into where it drops into the main one underneath below. But it looks a bit overgrown now, unfortunately. I guess you can't keep everything under full perfect condition all the time, and sometimes, you know, keeping things wild is very good for the environment. And here we see through the trees the lesser spotted Tom stalking his prey, ever watchful for what might be out there. So this here horse statue represents the old stables that used to be here on the land, and now it's just a big open green area. People come along cycling here, that sort of thing. There's some really great views of the house through the trees there, the villa back there. Really a lot of land here. Krupp really, you know, built a real nice place for himself, which is quite impressive. Haven't even been inside yet, which is going to be really cool, I'd imagine. But obviously in this day and age, there's a train next to it, there's planes flying overhead. Naturally, someone, because of Dusseldorf airport, naturally someone of wealth would not want to stay in a place like this anymore, with how expensive it would take to upkeep it, and with the train and the planes as well. So here is, once again, another gatehouse. There's 3 gatehouses. Big old gaff this geezer had, that's for sure. So there's some really cool art in here of some various people. For example, this is Kaiser Wilhelm I. And over here, fairly famous guy. This is Kaiser Wilhelm II. Always looking very debonair. This looks like maybe Paul preaching in Athens. Place is very intricate, very impressive. Don't think I've seen anywhere particularly like this. Hampton Court's pretty close. But these tapestries are real impressive. The Wunderbar fish. So, catching a lot of fish there. Very impressed with how these hold up. Some of the colour's gone, but very, very cool. But, yeah, as Tom says, it does look like a bit of a ballroom. Big table in the middle here. After dinner, the doors would have opened out. They could have gone out into the gardens, overlooking the river. Very cool. Got this very elaborate staircase. More tapestries. Grand sort of fireplace there to keep the whole wake warm. Big windows looking out into the gardens everywhere. Another elaborate great hall. Could have been used for like a dance hall, maybe under the starlight from up above. Piano out on the balcony through there from the stairs. Big old fireplace. So as you can see in this mundane era, or in these different eras, you've got quite basic setup back in the day when it was first created. Pillars were changed in the early 1900s, and the upstairs became more of a general living area. Some kind of chairs and tables laid out all over the place. 1800s, pillars were taken away downstairs, and still used as a bit of a general area. And then later in the 1900s, still no pillars, but used as like a concert hall up here. This would have been kind of a kitchen area for this upstairs area space. They would have made the food, obviously, and kind of small pieces if there's like a dinner, like a dance part sort of thing going on, something like that. And in here would have been the grand office of the Krupps throughout the years, with their forefathers hanging on the walls, and as well as their family. With a big mighty desk in the middle, showing who's the real boss of the house and the business. So in the small house, there's a lot of books all about Krupp, the family, the company, the man. Basically every book you can possibly find on the guy is in here. The structures, everything they did. Here's a ship. I love a rather large yacht actually. Quite impressive. Schöne Yacht für Monorail. About various projects that the Krupp family and organisation have been a part of. Some detail on the sport. while the big house is very much kind of standing in memoriam and in the kind of state that it used to be in, and to kind of have a look around the stately home. The smaller house is very much a museum with artwork on the walls and pieces of information about the family and the company and the people and what they were involved in and that sort of thing. But obviously it's all in German, which I can't read, so. There's all sorts of really old stuff that they've made in here. This is an old cinema camera. It's really cool looking. And here you've got kind of old books and things like that they've made. The house there. So that was Villa Hugo, which is the former home of the Krupp family, creators of the company that's now known as Krupp. Interesting place. Feels a bit weird. Obviously, a lot of the museum pieces about the armaments they made in World War I and World War II. He did get arrested after World War II and had to serve time in prison. Frederick Krupp for war crimes, basically theft of everything from the persecuted populations, such as the Jewish. But he was released in the late 50s and given all of his stuff back, probably because they wanted to use him to try and rebuild the Western German economy to counteract East Germany and the Romans and the Russians during the Soviet War. The Soviet War? Cold War even. Against the Soviets. So, we've just stopped off a little city called Wuppertal to check out this, the Schwebebahn, or the inverted monorail that runs through the city here. Why did they do this? Well, I had a guy who was big into ironworks, hence all the ironworks are constructed, but the city is very narrow, hemmed in on two sides by mountains or a river running through it, so where better to put public transport than along the river. Didn't want to build a conventional train because it's got some very tight turns, but with an inverted monorail you can actually, the natural swing is a lot more comfortable for passengers, hence they built it this way. They could then take tighter turns and fit in the space a lot better than a conventional train. I would suggest, if you want to hear more about it, then you check out the Tim Travellers video, where he goes into it in a lot more detail than I do. I'll link it down in the description below. I think after we've ridden this, we're going to go to Dusseldorf to go up the TV tower there. So here we are at the Rhein-Ruhr, the Dusseldorf TV tower. Bloody massive thing it is. So this right here is one, we're now in Dusseldorf, kind of central area. What's it called? Something alley?
It's the Villa. Oh, we just came off the Königsallee.
Königsallee, and this is the Wilhelm
Mark's house.
Marx house, which was one of the first quote-unquote skyscrapers in Europe. So there you go, a little bit more history for you. Lots of history on this day today. It's a cool building. I quite like it actually. It looks kind of cool. So we've made it to the Netherlands. This is the last day. What? No, it's not. That was the last day in Germany. And we went to that house, the villa, Mr. Krupp, and we went to Wuppertal to see the monorail. Then we went to Dusseldorf to go up to television tower, had a burger, which I'll insert here. And now we're in the Netherlands. It's lovely out here, isn't it, Tom?
Yes.
Yep, that's great, yeah. What's that?
I'm working on my
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thanks.
You just move on.
You really liked it in Dusseldorf though, right? Yeah, of course you did. No, but seriously. Dusseldorf was nice. I like Dusseldorf.
I did like Dusseldorf, yes. It was the biggest city that we've spent any time in.
Yeah.
The most cosmopolitan, I would say. The liveliest. Obviously it was Saturday night. But yeah, very nice. Seemed to be lots to do. The type of place, yeah, maybe it would have been nice to spend a bit more time there. But we got there with a sort of time limit in hand.
It was a little bit rushed because we had to get here by 8 and we were still late for that.
We were.
But alas.
But it was all worth it.
Yeah.
There's a fine stallion off in the distance. There are some sheep which are taking a keen interest in me. And the football as well, Josh. It starts Cadbury's pre-season here and now.
I'm not. These shoes are not really. These are far too heavy to play football in.
Yeah, that's my excuse as well.
There we go. Yeah. You love cycling, don't you, Tom?
Not as much as I love skateboarding.
Do you actually like skateboarding?
I've never done it.
Yeah, all parked up. Goats like that tree at the moment, apparently. Some goats. Yeah, I'd say these belong to this house.
Yeah, I guess so. The gate is on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know about the ones in the back.
Uh,
These guys seem like they.
The ones in the back probably don't.
Yeah. These two are pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I wonder what purpose they serve. Are they just pets or do they get
Food.
produce from them?
Lovely, lovely supper.
No. You think they kill the lamb?
I think they do, Tom.
Oh no. Not very talkative, are they?
Not really. Were they talkative earlier? Is it my fault? Is it because I've turned
I
up?
think so, yeah. They were keen to talk to me, but since you've got here, this has really become the silence of the lambs.
All you need is a fine Chianti. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow, first day in Efteling. Looking forward to it, very much so. Up bright and early for that tomorrow. Catch you then. See ya.
He's coming. Oh, here he comes. Sorry. I was listening to your vlog. Did you just say somebody's going to kill me for food? You're not being serious, were you? I didn't say that. It was him. Oh, I won't touch you. You might have foot and mouth. No offence. I'm sure you're fine. Can't be too careful. Look, it's never going to work between us. I'm only here for 2 nights. Sorry. It's trying to escape, Josh. It's going to escape. I'm not sharing my expertise on theme parks. I fancy myself as a bit of a footballer. Now, we all have to start somewhere, so don't be intimidated by what you're about to see. But as you can see, I've all the action we need. Absolute playmaker in a deep line midfield position. Now, none of my coaches or captains have ever recognised this fact. It's a good thing that I don't hold a grudge, nor have I continued begrudgingly to say this to myself for something like 14 years. Clearly, trying to give me a go in central midfield. I'm wasted the second half. I've proved myself as a goal-scoring centre half. Try and goal-scoring midfielder. I might even score in the right goal.
It's like the Nike adverts from my point of view. It's like the Nike adverts from my point of view. Oh.